All right, as we look at this first inequality, there's really two common ways that people would try to solve this. One is to add 10 to both sides. And then when you do that, the 10s would cancel and you'd be left with x over 3 is greater than 15. And then how do you get rid of a dividing by 3? You, of course, multiply by 3. And then here the 3's cancel and you're left with x is greater than 45. I did not have to flip the sign or anything because I didn't multiply or divide by a negative number. A second way that many students would solve this problem is to get rid of the fractions right away. And to do that, they would just multiply everything by 3 in the first step. When you multiply 3 here, the 3's are going to cancel. So you're left with x minus 30 is greater than 15. And then we have to add 30 this time to both sides. X is greater than 45. So I get the same answer either way. If I were going to graph it, I would put a number line down, put 45 in the middle, do a couple to the right, couple to the left. Because it's this and not this, because it's just a greater than, I'm going to do an open circle at 45, and because my solutions are bigger than 45, the solutions are bigger than 45, I would draw my line over there. Again, to check your work, there's two things you have to check. You need to check both whether your number is right and whether your arrow is right. So to check whether the number is right, I'm going to plug that number into this and make sure the left and the right are equal. So I have 45 over 3 minus 10 is equal to 5. Well, that's 15 minus 10, and that is equal to 5. That means I solved correctly. That means that this number is good. Now, if I want to check to make sure my arrow's in the right spot, I'm going to pick some number from the solutions, right? So for example, I could pick 300 because 300 is over there. When you test the arrow, then you actually use the inequality that they gave you. So this would be 100 minus 10 is bigger than 5. Yes, of course it is. So I know that my circle is in the right spot, and I know my arrow is drawn in the right direction.